This is 7 National News, and in our top story, Dubai SME, the agency of the Department of Economic Development in Dubai announced the first ever Dubai SME 100 ranking of companies in a ceremony held at the Dubai World Trade Center. The companies that made it onto the first list of top 100 SMEs were honoured by His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Zayed Al Maktoum, the chairman of the Economic Sector Committee in Dubai, president of Dubai Civil Aviation, and chairman and chief executive of Emirates Airline and Group. Sami Al-Kamzi, the Director General of the DED, stated that the initiative will serve to inspire our emerging SMEs. It will encourage them to think outside accepted parameters, push their creativity, and thus achieve their goals. The SME sector in Dubai is a major driver of the economy, accounting for 95% of the enterprises and 40% of the workforce in Dubai, and contributing 42% of the annual value added created by the Emirate. The Ministerial Council for Services has approved a proposal to ban the export of UAE groundwater to any destination outside of the country. The decision was taken at a meeting of the Ministerial Council for Services under the chairmanship of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Presidential Affairs, His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan. The Ministerial Council for Services was acting upon the recommendation from the Federal National Council, the country's parliamentary body, which was based on a study carried out by the Ministry of Environment and Water. The study had shown a decline in the underground water levels of the country and the depletion of water resources as a result of export. The Ministerial Council for Services also discussed the proposal for the treatment and management of waste in the Northern Emirates of the UAE. The proposal was based on a study on the waste disposal and the best scientific mechanism for recycling them and converting them into useful material. A boat caught fire this morning on the coastal line in the Jumeirah Beach residence area. A man of Indian descent was badly injured from the fire that broke out on the boat at around 10 o'clock this morning. He was immediately airlifted to hospital, and fortunately no one else was hurt. According to the Al Barsha fire station, they rushed to the scene after receiving a call. They found the boat moored near the beach and located at a safe distance from any passers-by. The owners were quickly notified. However, the cause of fire is still under investigation.
We got the call around 10 o'clock, 10 and 8 minutes. We are dispatched through our dispatch unit, and we came here and we already saw the fire in the boat, and just we start fighting the fire. It took us like around 5 minutes to take control, and extra 15 minutes to put it off.
The population in the GCC is expected to rise from the current 40.6 million to over 50 million by 2020, increasing the demand for food products within the sector. With a 10% increase in participation from the previous year's exhibition, Gulf Food 2012 is expected to be even bigger and better this time round. Scheduled to kick off on the 19th, global players of the food and beverage industry will be provided with a gateway to the Middle East through international trade. At a conference held this morning, trade commissioners expressed that the common objective for this year's participants is growth within the Middle East economy.
I think people are concerned about food security. This is having a consequential impact on the food supply. So many of the buyers coming to visit the show will be looking and using the show as an opportunity to source new routes to market, new products that give them the quality and the choice that will enable them to pass on that sort of cost saving and reduction to their end user customer.
Hosted by the DWTC, the Gulf Food Conference, under the title, What Does the Future Middle East Market Represent for the International F&B Industry?, the panel stressed that consumers are concerned about food safety and the regulations involved. With alternatives within the market, consumers have a broad choice of food products, as well as the prices for goods. His Excellency Sanjay Verma, the Consul General of India, added that there should be a uniformed guideline within the F&B sector that also correlates with the international standards of trade.
Well, every country has standards of quarantine and minimum food, processing requirements, which are being met. Otherwise, the foods aren't imported. I mean, you could have food scare coming out from any part of the world. Recently, you remember in Europe there was issue with vegetables, etc. But standards globally are getting to be uniform and are respected by exporters.
And let's don't underestimate the importance to invest here. Italian companies are ready to invest in this market with their high technology. And so this is something in which we are looking strongly.
An internationally acclaimed Emirati film director is now officially a goodwill ambassador for Visit Britain. According to them, the UAE is among the most important tourism markets for the UK. Ali Mustafa, the director of the first UAE feature, City of Life, joins a stellar cast of prominent personalities such as Dame Judi Dench, Dev Patel and Jamie Oliver in promoting Great Britain. According to Mustafa, being half British and born in the UK, it is an honour for him to become the Goodwill Ambassador for the Great Britain You're Invited campaign and encourage everyone to experience his second home.
I'm actually quite close to, the social media network as such. I mean, I'm on Twitter, so every time I do go to the UK, I do tweet to the places that I may have visited and so forth. But at the same time, we've also produced a video, a little clip, where it showcases, the London that I truly know. And it's going to be launched on their website, visitbritain.com, with, I'm actually quite proud, with a lot of other British celebrities as well as international celebrities. So I feel quite, again, proud to be a part of those, associated with those people. So there's a lot more stuff that's going to be happening, and especially with this build-up towards the Olympics.
On the sidelines, Visit Britain, in association with Tourism Ireland and Visit Scotland, held travel trade workshops today for UAE-based travel agents. According to them, the Emirates have always been a rich source of tourists for the UK, and it is important to ensure that the market here is aware of the events lined up, especially during the summer.
So we've got the Olympic Games in July and August. Before that, we have the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, which is the 60th anniversary of our Queen being on the throne. So you add that to a festival leading up to the Olympics, which will have world-class cultural acts, actors, productions, and probably the biggest Shakespeare festival we've ever had in the world coming to London from June onwards. I think you add all that together, add in the Olympic Games, add in the Paralympic Games, and this is going to be one fantastic summer to experience Britain.
And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.